here we go. It's my pleasure to bring you from Team Slayers. It is Miya, currently down one game in this best of three series. He is in the red trunks and he is playing Zerg to the northwest versus his opponent. It is Lure. He is in the yellow trunks and he is playing Protoss to the southeast.
Protoss looking pretty strong, to be honest. So far, of all the TSL qualifiers, there's been one Terran victory, there's been 3 Zergs, but there's been 4 Protoss victories, and we already have 2 Protoss in the semi-final. The next Protoss is winning this quarterfinal, so things are looking very good for Protoss players in the TSL. Not so much for the Terran players, unfortunately. But on Ohana, this is a map which does, once again, favor aggression from the Protoss player. Absolutely. Whether it be a +1 attack, whether it be a 6-7 gate, 8 gate, whether it be a Void Ray attack. Definitely looking to see if Lure is going to pull off an aggressive play here.
I'm intrigued, certainly. He's got a nice edge from the start. He did pretty damn well in that game, honestly. That harassment was absolutely crazy, but we are on a smaller map, so I have to wonder how viable that's going to be. He's going to go straight in for the scout because, hey, why not? Nice and easy. Here, in fact. God, why? Why do they pick these names? There we go. Spawning pool coming down here for SlayerS.Miya up to the top.
Yeah, spawning pool. Pretty well. It's at an okay time. It's not crazy late. It's not crazy early. But Lure probably on this map will want to get a forge down. It is relatively small. It's a 2-player map. Of course, his opponent knows where he's spawned. So that's what we're probably going to see here. And it is actually coming down. So there's the forge going to come down from his opponent in a second. And there it is. And from here on out, I expect him to actually go ahead and, of course, get Nexus. But with the forge, I think he will get +1. I really do believe it really early on here before Warp Gate, and most likely do a +1 attack, because not only is it a small map, there's rocks in between the natural and through which really do slow down any Zerg reactions, any Zerg units.
Yeah, of course, and that makes the third just a fantastic target. And even then, even if you go for the natural, if you're doing nothing but building units, you're also building units from your third base. You most likely don't have creep between the two by that point. And with the rocks there, it just takes a while for reinforcements to actually get there. They can be very easily split off from the main force, so it can get a little bit ugly for the Zerg player. Right now, the forge is down. Cannon coming down at the appropriate time as well. Going to be seeing a gateway any moment now for the wall-off, and there it is for Lure.
One little tip for Zerg players, and what Miya will try to do if a +1 attack does come, is that you want to build the roaches from your third base, because then they'll pop right there. You don't want to build them from the main, because they'll of course take way too long to get down there. And that's something which I used to make mistakes of all the time, is I build roaches just blindly, and they'd pop from my main, and they'd never get to the third base in time. But we do have Miya with an overlord on the natural of his opponent, looking at the gases, making sure that he can poke in, make sure he knows what's going on in the next couple of minutes, because the next couple of minutes will define what we're going to see, whether it be very early gases coming out from our opponent, whether it be something completely different if he doesn't take the gases. But that's what that overlord on the natural is there to do, and with a new one coming to the main base as well, currently we do have Miya set up really nicely to get the best information possible from his opponent.
Question is, will it make a difference, however? I've got to say, what I've seen from Lure thus far is his attacks are fantastically effective. Seems to always go for the right place at the right time, do the damage that he requires. A few slip-ups here and there. Oh, there is that +1 that we said would be coming along, and is coming at reasonable enough timing. What does he follow it up with?
He's got a Zealot coming out, so the Zealot's going to go out and take map control, take the Xel'Naga Tower away, most likely. And that will allow the probe, or a probe, to go out again. And look to place down a pylon or something along those lines. And immediately as the Zealot moves out, so does a probe, and the probe will look to get on the right-hand side to get above the third base. Unfortunately, there's no overlord there, which is a little bit weird. And that will, if Lord does decide to continue through with this, help out a lot. Of course, he'll be able to get pylons down, but the probe does go home. And that signifies that he may not want to do anything at all here.
Right, he very well might not, and the question is, does Miya actually overreact? Does he miss moment? Just adding a few links here and there, still droning up, not building excessive numbers of spine crawlers, getting his queen count up nicely as well. He's going to be going to 4 quite quickly here.
And the second sentry coming down, so we're not going to see anything. He's just going to go ahead and take the gases at 6:30, and we'll look to expand from this to a third base very, very slowly but surely. But on this map, this is absolutely a map where Miya can go Roach Ling attack. Absolutely, it's a lot more difficult to hold anything here. But, you know, Lure right now is throwing down 2 gateways. He's a total of 3, but a Twilight Cancel coming down, not a Robo here. So that will allow him to go really fast into +2, straight after 3 gateways alone here. So he could actually use a massive attack if he continues through these upgrades.
Well, Miya is actually able to get the scout on it, and the question is, how does it react to that? Thinking, Twilight Council this early, what on earth is going to be going on here? And this may trigger a reaction. We actually see a lair on the way up, the evolution chamber on the way up from here, from Miya as well.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be an attack right now, even though we are having extra gateways come down, so a total of 5, is that it can lead to a longer, faster, +2, more so +3 attack, because you get the upgrade out really, really fast, and it's even being chrono boosted out on the Forge there. Currently sitting at a total of 5 gateways. If he wants to increase this attack, he'll keep chrono boosting in the Forge, and he'll want to throw down additional gateways momentarily here. But so far, the probe count is gone over 50, so I think he's going to sit back and actually take a 3rd base, and then look for like a really fast +2 attack, and with +3 soon to follow, I think.
Certainly a possibility, and he really have a reasonable ball count on the field yet, so it's like, what you're going to attack with sentries is simply not going to happen. But yeah, he's playing the longer game here, tech-wise, and in the meantime, hello,
look, more gateways.
Yeah. Okay, so this is getting crazy.
Yeah, he may fake the expansion and just actually go for this. I mean, it's still all to shout for here, but without a robotics facility, he's got nothing really long-term to scout what his opponent's doing, to build immortals. And with 3 additional gateways, I think he's trying to fake out his opponent, because any good Zerg player... Oh, look, an Overseer in the main base. Oh, kill the Changeling. Good Changeling dies, and the gateways are alive.
Are you okay? Is everything okay? Do I need to call a doctor here? You good? Excellent. Thank God for that. That could have been really awkward. I didn't want to solo cast the rest of this, but the Changeling nailed down incredibly quickly. This is getting tense. Is this Nexus going to get cancelled? I don't see why you wouldn't at this stage with that many gateways on. Do you keep it? I mean...
he's worn himself in from the natural, I think. Look at that. The probe's setting up a pylon wall. More gateway units are coming down, and I think he's going to wait till the last possible moment to cancel this and then go. He's actually going to move to the left-hand side with Stalkers, see if there's an overloading vision. And I'm really getting nervous right now.
Oh, Miya is not prepared for this at all. He doesn't have enough units.
Faked out. Oh, there's the complete wall off and the cancellation down.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. And Lure is now making his way across the map, but he's going to immediately meet a small welcome wagon of units and immediately realize, oh god, there should not be that many Stalkers on the field. They should not have +2. And immediately 17 Roaches being thrown down here for Miya. He knows that he needs to defend this, because this is going to be really brutal. The pylon now coming down to back this one up. And Lure needs to just go right for it right now. There is a counterattack, however. Lings are actually splitting off the reinforcements from Lure here.
Yeah, and he's going to blink over the pylon wall and jump back to his natural, and he will be able to hold that natural. But right now, +2, Blink Stalkers. And I say blink, I mean blink. Because these units will be used to the maximum efficiency, and they will absolutely demolish +1 Roaches. And especially because there's force fields.
Yeah, you're not messing around at all. He's got so much force field energy, it's crazy. He'll be able to maneuver his opponent into exactly the right position he needs, assuming he doesn't mess it up. Down goes the 3rd base. The Roaches moving in. Locast nowhere near enough to deal with this right now. And what does he do? He's got to buy time. He needs more Roaches. He just needs more units on the field.
Yeah, and he's at 160 supply, but the supply is narrowing now, and he's about to go for the attack. The force fields! Woo! No force fields! That's okay for Lure. That's not the best.
No, they weren't. He took more damage than he should have there, honestly. Now the force field's getting into good place, so he loses a few Stalkers, able to blink a few more back out of position. Roaches get ripped to shreds. Second attack comes in. Force field's once again a bit late, and Mia's able to get right into the center of that Stalker count. Great blink micro coming in right here from Lure. Incredibly efficient engagements. There's +2 really helping him out here as well. The infestation pit's sitting there bleeding badly, and Miya is losing that Roach count. It is starting to dwindle pretty heavily.
Yeah, and he's about to lose as the reinforcements come in. Those force walls are sloppy, but at the same time, he has enough, and Miya is about to dwindle down to 0 units. He has 4 Lings, 4 Roaches in production, and Lure has done it with a 2-base fake out, like we saw Puzzle do. It's actually, I mean, not like we saw Creator do, to be honest. In game number 1, not Puzzle, but Lure has completely faked out his opponent, who went up to 72 drones like that, and now has to pay the price.
Indeed, Lure using the tactic which brought down his teammate Sniper when Creator Prime pulled that off against him, and oh man, there's no answer here for Miya, and there's the GG.